I love recording.
It's something that I do on a regular basis.
The bi-weekly
Yes.
podcast.
Oh, yeah, the tricentennial podcast.
Listen, until I start getting, like, paid for podcasting, this shit comes out when it comes out.
Fuck yeah.
Ideally,
Absolutely.
it's happening every other week. However, it happens when it happens.
In a perfect world, it would come out every 2 weeks, on the dot, perfectly.
Yes.
In a search for a more perfect world.
What is that? I forget what the... Oh, yeah, Wayne Radio doing their, like, MMO.
They play MMOs for
Playing
30
every
minutes and
single...
they're just like, whatever.
They're ranking them, though, apparently. Kind of similar to the way that Jeff Gerstmann is ranking every...
So scientific.
Yeah.
You can't argue with it.
The science checks out.
The sweet science of it all.
Science rules.
Bill.
Bill Nye's afraid to die.
Bill Nye's afraid to die.
Kill. Life is temporary.
I mean, if you're gonna make that reference, I may as well just put that whole YouTube poop in here.
Well, I mean, there's just the smiling friends bit where Bill Nye shows up and then dies.
Well, no, originally it's a YouTube poop that's about Bill Nye being afraid to die.
I don't think that... I think it was more Bill Nye the Dying Guy. It was different.
Yes, Bill Nye the Dying Guy, and then...
My version of it is different.
Is it different?
Yeah, Bill Nye's afraid to die. Life is temporary.
Okay.
We learned about death, yeah.
Okay.
Death isn't scary at all.
Gimmick infringement.
Hey,
Right off the bat.
I mean, it should be okay as long as you eat the crust.
What,
because
gimmick?
No, because there was an earthquake and a volcano because Jimmy wasn't gonna eat the crust.
Oh, is that a Bill Nye the Science Guy thing?
Yeah.
Okay. I gotta be real. The entirety of Bill Nye the Science Guy, it's gone. It's not in my brain. I'm eating these.
No. It is. It's in my brain. It's in my brain. It's in my balls.
Bill Nye is in her balls.
I definitely watched a lot of Bill Nye, but I did not retain anything.
Kind of same.
Any of it.
Honestly, I didn't. I think part of the thing with me is I did not watch a lot of it. It is a thing that every once in a while in a middle school science class, they would show an episode of it.
Bill Nye, Reading Rainbow, and Wishbone was the trifecta of the drunk teacher afternoon, and I loved it.
Because, I don't think I was really taking much in the way of science classes necessarily in elementary school, so it would have had to have been middle school that I was,
Oh, I see.
that I was seeing an episode of Bill Nye randomly.
Yeah, I remember elementary school was purely, other than PE, all the classes were basically just in the same room for the most part.
Yeah, yes, that is true.
I remember in elementary school somebody, picking up snakes and showing it to the teacher.
Having the teacher respond.
That's a very normal response, to be fair. If I was that teacher and I had to put up with that kid for the rest of the year, every now and again I'd walk by the front of his desk going, and remember with all of your pages and just pretend to just almost punch the kid but never quite do it, just to keep him on his toes.
I don't know. You look like you don't approve of that bit, Bridget.
Did a teacher punch you when you were small?
I mean, it's just good that Bree's not actually a teacher.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes. Oh, my God, yes. You think I'd put up with those little shits? Are you fucking kidding me?
She could barely stand children just in general, let alone if she was forced to try to teach them how to do
When I was
things.
in school, I couldn't stand kids. Now that they're the way they are and teachers have to deal with them now, fuck, man.
Kids are always away. We can't get caught in generational things like that.
But I had people throwing actual metal darts at me, and the teacher was like, "Stop complaining." I was like, "Fuck you! If I was the teacher, I'd throw the darts right back at that kid." Just right at the face.
Let's drop.
I'm not a teacher.
Is the microphone in the right mode? It seems like my wavelengths are very small.
I mean, I feel like you're generally quieter than me or Bree are. Yeah, it's got like the whole round one there, so...
Well,
It's just me and Bree are very, very loud.
let's push it a little closer.
Yeah. We could push it closer to this. We could big pussy. Have it a big
Featuring voices from Big Pussy, the talking...
Everyone, do I still sound good? Does it still sound okay? I want to
Don't do that.
Okay, sorry.
People aren't going to be able to see that you're covering your mouth.
That's the bit.
And also, the editor has to deal with your bits,
Who
too.
cares about the editor? Who are they, anyway?
What we view's connected by cast or crew, deciding the next film, that's the gist. Put it on the list.
Uh-oh.
And intro music. Hi, everyone, and welcome to Put It on the List, the queer film club podcast that comes out whenever the fuck it comes out. This week on the show, we are...
I think you're supposed to remove the venom from the bees before you eat them and not, like, eat the venom part.
I don't think you're supposed to eat bees.
I mean,
You can eat bees?
in the same way that you can eat basically most bugs.
Yeah.
You can stir fry wasps. Like, that's a thing that's
Yeah,
really,
if you can eat a wasp, you can eat a bee.
Traditionally, well, that falls under the kind of food situation that's like, you could as a
you
traveler...
can dodge a ball.
As a lot of...
Fucking God!
What we view's connected by cast or crew.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Put It on the List, the queer film club podcast that comes...
Bi-weekly.
What we view.
You gotta stop doing that. You gotta stop. The queer film club podcast that comes out whenever it comes out, regardless of things I have said in the past. This last week...
Bi-weekly.
Last week on the podcast, last time on the podcast, we talked about...
They don't know.
Throw it out. This one sucks. Start over.
What do you do with it?
All right, this was dumb. Dump it. Trash it. This one's garbage.
Terminator 2 Judgment Day. We talked about that film. And this time, we're talking about Singin' in the Rain.
Oh, yeah.
However, before we can talk about that, we have to actually introduce who the hell us jokers are. First person in the rotation,
Joker!
Pennywise! Joker!
Oh my God! Ha! Joker!
Hey, Bridget! I'm Bridget! Oh my God!
Oh my god. Second person in the rotation, introduce yourself.
I was trying to think of another meme video I could rip on, but nothing was coming. I'm Evie.
Third person in the rotation.
Hi, my name is Bree. It's a pleasure to meet you.
And I'm Jay. How's everyone doing today?
I'm doing fine.
It's been a good day.
Yeah.
Got out, got some tea at a tea place. I just met a new friend, hanging out, living my life. We watched a movie with some cool gals. Now we're talking about it.
Yeah, now we're talking about the movie. Talking about bullshit, also.
Yeah.
Is that what you've been up to lately, Bree?
No, I started streaming again, VTubing on Mondays. So now I've finally dove back into that as of last week. It's been fun. Nice. Did a little bit more touching up on the model, having a real grand time doing the little minutia.
You know how to make that puppet very expressive.
Yes, I do.
Good job.
I also have opened up Skeb requests just because some people like to go here's a prompt, go nuts. I'm like, dude, will I?
Don't mind if I do.
So I've been just kind of doing my little branding stuff, just having some fun with my own little projects. That's been okay.
Skeb. Bad mouthfeel on that one.
Yeah, it's one of the.
I'm picking at Skebs.
Evie, have you been up to anything recently?
Not really.
Work.
Yeah, I've been working, let's see.
Modeling kits.
Yeah, I've been working on trying to get into Gunpla.
Our Michelin star chef.
Yeah.
Oh, God,
Y'all,
those
I most
fucking
recently made some like mini cheesecakes for everybody. And,
delectable.
yeah,
Delectable,
they turned out really well.
even with the warnings.
You need to understand that, like, Evie is our queer compound's delightful and loving baker and makes amazing stuff. But even still, these were like, I don't know, Jesus came down and like came upon us. It was fucking crazy. These are.
Did you see?
Oh
Jesus'
my God.
face in it?
I saw Jesus and Kai. I saw that guy's face. It took a while for that reference to hit.
Anyway, Evie is extremely talented, and she will be opening up her bakery here in Portland in about a week.
I've been reading a lot of manga lately. That's been like my main thing. The last time we recorded, had I read Land of the Lustrous? I don't think I did.
No.
No, not yet.
Phenomenal manga. That manga is so good if you want to read like a Buddhist body horror story, basically. It's great. I would love to go more into detail on it, but like that is the thing that I would just dedicate a whole episode of this show talking about if I could. But that's about all I've really been up to, like
right.
hobby-wise, outside of the podcast and
Yay.
work. However, do you hear it on the winds? What time of the year it is? What time of the year it is? She's having to run to go use the bathroom, so now we have to stall. Is it a new anime season?
Yes?
Yeah. Yeah.
Bridget, you're usually the one who like takes the reins on it. It's like, we gotta talk about new anime.
I had to remember when the last episode came out.
It was definitely before the new anime season started.
That's right, everyone. It's jam-packed full of hot new shows. Do you want 100 Gexes? Do you want...
That's going to mean nothing to the people listening to this. That's really false advertising to say it's 100 Gexes.
No. There's a new anime season, and you know what that means?
What's that mean?
New anime.
Traditionally, that's what
We got all sorts of hot shows. We got 100 girlfriends who really, really love you.
And you have roped multiple people in this household into watching episodes of it with you.
Yeah.
And I gotta say, as a newcomer to the 100 Girlfriends,
Comer.
that show is kind of pretty funny at times.
Yeah, for me, it scratches the Shimonetta itch, where it's like, this is trashy as fuck, but it knows what it's doing, and it's just funny enough to get away with it. I can't stop watching it.
I was telling Bridget this morning, but I think the thing that gets me is a twofold thing with it, where specifically, that is a show that's willing to make the girls look ugly at times, which those are my favorite kind of like high school comedy type things in anime, is when they're willing to be like, no, look at these fucking goblins.
Oh yeah, Asami Sodase is another one that
yes,
really
that
gets
was
in there.
literally the exact comparison that I drew. And the other one is there's so many characters that it basically makes it so there can always be some kind of punchline happening in the show, regardless of whether or not it is a good joke or not.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, just in the background, somebody, the American girl just randomly says, "Oh, it's gonna be Idol Do Day."
D-Day? Did you call it Do-Day?
D-Day. I'm sorry.
He helped me out of a real pickle. It was my own personal 9/11.
Doesn't the D in D-Day stand for Do Day?
It stands for penis. As a historian here.
It's Decision Day, right?
I don't know.
Dick Down Day? No, it's a teeny day.
No,
I can't.
you're thinking...
Owen, send us an angry email about this.
Oh, it's common.
No, yeah, other countries know more about our country than we do.
You're thinking of the Saving Private Ryan parody of the sperm in the first season of Standing.
Oh,
Standing
right,
stuff.
yeah.
We have that in my own personal 9/11, the first show.
Yes.
No, yeah. So good.
On the flip side, we have technically also garbage people in the form of cats.
Oh my
I
fucking
cannot
God.
believe we watched more than the first episode of that. I still, each time I watch an episode, I'm like, do I want to keep watching this?
We have to say what the show is. The show is Chainsmoker Cat. It is about exactly what the fucking title says. It is about a cat girl who chain smokes and all the terrible, terrible people that she spends her time around.
A lot of cigarettes in this anime season, you know? Or I guess was the smoking anime with the person who runs the combi, was that like...
It's technically this season also, kind of, a little bit.
We have to wait for this season to get halfway for Jay to continue.
For me to keep watching through that show.
Yeah.
Which I heard from Bridget that, like, the first episode of the Chain-Smoking Cat Girl show was, like, just actually disgusting. Like, it was just gross. And I was like, I'm not gonna watch that show. And then I think was it me that watched the second episode, or was it
Me and Bree?
It was you and Bree.
Yeah,
and
I was in a bad mood, and I was just like, fuck me up, fam.
And then I think I watched from the second episode as well with you, because I was just like, you know, I don't have much else to do tonight. I'm not going to actually be locked into this, so it'll be fine. And we watched it. That show's pretty funny. It's got some pretty funny jokes in it. A girl eats bees at one point for no reason.
In the latest episode, like a character just walks up to the chain smoker guy. She's like, "What's she doing?" "I'm eating bees." And as she just
giant wasp's nest, it's just like, ow.
And she's
she's eating a bee's nest that is on the balcony of her apartment.
And she's specifically doing it because the smoking killed her like taste buds, and she's like, I really needed to clear the palate, so I decided to eat a bee's hive. And it's terrible. But yeah, there's a girl in there who's an alcoholic who specifically like hooks a hose from a bottle of booze into her mouth for her to sip on while she's sleeping.
And then like she mixes like whiskey and water and sugar.
Oh my god.
Just so she can drink more. Like,
truly garbage people, but there is an It's Always Sunny like appeal to that show.
Yeah.
Like once it gets past like the actual like just purely gross out humor in it.
In the same episode, it starts out with her like debating whether to save a drowning child because
I wouldn't throw away a cigarette this long. Let me finish smoking.
She had just like lit up a new cigarette.
And then there's a real good cut where like she's getting the kid out of the water, and the kid's like, "Oh, thank you so much for saving." And like before the kid can finish his sentence, he smells the cat girl's breath. It's just like, "You stink!" And hard cut like from the very end of those words leaving the kid's mouth, it goes to the opening credits, and it's great. It's a pretty funny show. So there's that one.
We have Witch in Mongolia, which is historical fiction.
Historical fiction, like ostensibly some kind of revenge story. I can only imagine the path.
Mean, like the main character is a real person who existed, so.
Yeah.
Maybe it won't be so bad being someone's slave. Hi, I'm Doug.
Get out of here, Doug.
Sorry, wrong room.
That's right. Get out.
All right. I'll just head my way out then.
Oh my god.
Okay,
and then I'm gonna put in the like opening door folly that every movie uses into this part.
Okay.
Bree's final movie is going to be Doug's first movie.
No, it is not. We are not going to watch that. I saw that as a child in theaters and I hated it.
So, Witch of Mongolia, The Ghost in the Shell.
The Ghost in the Shell. An adaptation of
Masamune Shiro's
original manga.
Yes, and what is just like as close to like a pure adaptation of that original source material as possible.
They kept the VR scenario in. Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's like a pure adaptation, but it is like the only adaptation of like the manga proper.
Yeah, we could describe it as like generally getting like the full scope of the vibe of that manga versus like basically every other adaptation of that series that's come out, where it's like it's very focused in each of its like specific adaptations except for this one.
I mean, so like technically I believe there's only like 3. There would be 3 Ghost of the Shell timelines. There's one where it's the Oshi movies. There's the standalone complex stuff, which is basically all of Ghost in the Shell, basically for a span of years, and then now there's this.
Yes. Where like the Oshi one is very honed in on like the philosophical like discussions that occur throughout the course of that manga. Standalone Complex is very interested in like the police procedural drama element of it, and then this one is just kind of like, no, all of the things.
What about Arise?
Arise is a prequel.
A prequel to Standalone Complex?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
The ghost wasn't in the shell yet.
Yeah, it still kind of falls into that same Standalone.
And of course, there's
umbrella.
the awful CG sequels to Standalone Complex.
Well, we don't talk about those.
We do talk about the naked backflipping man.
That like the fucking SWAT team is just following around like guns aimed, but he just keeps
backflipping.
I tried to ask the backflip master for assistance, but he just kept backflipping.
That is the closest I've ever seen to reenacting the scene in the Resident Evil movie where Chris is and that one guy are just shooting the floor.
Oh my god, it's so stupid. So we got those.
Goodbye, Laura.
Goodbye, Laura, which is a Little Mermaid story.
Yeah.
But told in modern times, and also
probably gay.
Most likely gay.
So far, it seems really fun.
Yeah, and that show's really good. I'm having a great time with that one.
Sure.
There's Young Ladies Don't Play Fighting Games.
Yes, which that show's just fun. That's like the most like just kind of, if it ends up not being great as it goes along, I'll be okay, but like I could just kind of enjoy it.
It's already gayer than the Drinking Girls show from the previous season.
No, absolutely
not.
That's not true at all.
Like, those girls fucked.
Yeah, those girls basically had sex. Like,
it just didn't happen on screen.
Yeah.
I don't accept it.
Okay.
This feels like a weird hill to die on, unless you are purely being a contrarian in this moment. You can't do that!
I learned from the best.
No, it's okay. She can. We can just move on.
Evie taking the high road, being like, "No, you just don't address it."
Oh, you are just saying that to waste our time. Okay, great. Moving on.
No, it's just my opinion, but I'm glad to know that no one values it. Moving on.
You said you're being a contrarian. That suggests that you're not.
It's a defense mechanism since everyone's staring at me like I'm the goblin who came out of my cave to come to dinner because I had an opinion.
No, we watched the Goblins at Halloween Horror Night the other night.
We did.
We did spend the night doing that.
I'm sorry, I'll stop the bit.
Okay, thank you for...
I'm rejection averse. It's in my ADHD.
I should show you the Three Musketeers with Donald Duck's The Goblin song.
You okay over there, Evie?
Yeah, look, if you do not value your time and you want to just look at something for a few hours, watch someone who's just recording their walkthrough of the Halloween Horror Nights, because you will feel better about whatever you are doing in your life.
It was one of those things where, like, I was shocked how much time had passed by the time we checked out of those.
Jay was just like, wait, it's been like 2 or 3 hours of Halloween. Like,
To be fair, I was lost in the sauce playing Slay the Spire 2, so it just kind of flew over my head.
Yeah, also, I can't speak for Jay, but I was definitely high the entire time we were watching.
oh yeah, you were.
I'm
Remember?
pretty sure I was,
Yeah,
too.
we know because the like guy came from the corner. He was like, whoop,
Yeah,
and you were like
fucking
in the candy.
Yeah. Not even. That was like
That was a good impersonation.
That was a good impersonation of the little goblin guy from Vampire Hunter D. But the guy we're talking about wasn't like that. He was like a circus ringleader circus performer guy with like his his little hat and his little mustache.
Tiny hat, big mustache.
He literally just like came out from behind a curtain. It was just like
ha, and then like went back. It was.
I think that my favorite thing of watching those is like human beings having to simulate an animatronic of like going out, coming in, going out, coming in.
Which it's mostly rote to see that happening. Like, for most of those things that I was watching, I was just kind of like, oh, I would kill myself if I had that job. And there would be the impressive ones where it's like they are like coming at you like on a treadmill, and then having to like go back into the shadows on
werewolf,
like, the reverse
wolf girl zipline, wolf girl zipline.
Jay, you just opened up a very interesting question in my mind.
What's that?
If you kill yourself while working in like a haunted house, how long does it take for someone to figure it out?
There are horror movies about these things.
Probably.
It's already.
Oh, is that already a thing?
Yeah, that has been a thing.
Okay. It's a good question.
It's not necessarily, ending your own life. It's usually you get murdered in some kind of haunted house, and like all
like the
people...
Fallout haunted house.
Oh my fucking god, we gotta lock in. We're talking about anime.
Ironwork John. I'm watching that.
Okay.
Ironwalk John is really good.
It is an adaptation of a manga from the 90s to the point where they're like, the sarin gas attacks happen. But still, John came out.
But cooking persists.
Yeah, I saw the very end of the first episode of that where they were just like, this isn't your fucking woke modern anime.
This is an anime that isn't afraid to tell it like it is. Look out, Japan.
Our main character is a fucking asshole.
Get your woke fucking daughter out of the room for this one.
To be fair to him, at the very least, in the last episode, he was crying behind the building because he didn't understand how to... literally broke down crying.
Oh, yeah.
He shows humanity. Like, it's cool to see.
Like, it was... And then everyone's like, oh, okay, you've just been raised by a really terrible person. Like,
He
literally
was a real
abusive
piece of shit.
grandfather. But yeah, that's fun. That's by Troika. Do you know Troika?
I don't know, Troika.
That's like the three-wheeled bicycle, right?
It's the studio by the former director of Girls Bravo. I'm joking. He did
Only joking. I
mean, he did do that, but then afterwards he did Wandering Sun and then other things of slightly more
value.
notoriety than Girls Bravo.
Jesus.
Hey, Evie, do you know what Girls Bravo is?
No.
Bravo, girls.
Girls Bravo. Have you ever heard of an isekai story?
I have a vague idea of what those are.
Well, this guy falls into a bathtub and is transported to a world where there's almost no guys, so all the women want him. But he's too scared. Whoa! And so he comes back into our world, but brings one of the girl who's from the world with no guys back. Whoa!
Something about the
Are you expecting me
idea.
to say something?
Something about the idea of a fantasy world with no guys inside your bathtub tells me this was dreamed up by someone horny taking a bath.
Yes. Those things often go hand in hand.
They
Yeah,
sure do.
something gay.
Depends how big it is. Might only take one. But
Oh, banana.
I think that's all for anime, right?
what's an isekai? Isekai, he gets hit by a truck, you know.
I believe so. We still need to check out World is Dancing.
Yes, that show's supposed to be
We haven't
good.
seen that yet.
But yeah, it's a... Despite how good the last anime season was, you would think that this show would have more obvious stinkers to it. But there's some pretty good shows.
I mean,
Anime, it's
if
happening
you
now.
want to look, there's definitely stinkers. Don't worry.
yeah.
In any animes.
I want to see Pat Finnerty's little stinkers about all of the new anime seasons.
I don't need to know that guy's opinion on anime.
I'd welcome it. He seems
I
like a
feel
chill
like
guy.
I feel like it would be watching the InfoWars bit. Just like,
Yeah.
Have you
do
heard
you
of
know
Mo?
Mo?
Do you know Mo? I mean, you already know the little stinker is literally that cat girl has like farted in 5 people's faces
It's
already.
so gross.
It's disgusting. Are you ready to start talking about Sopranos yet?
I mean, we're still working through it, right? We
Yeah.
finished season 4?
Yes, we got 2 more seasons to get through.
Yeah. So yeah, it's really good.
Yeah,
That show's really good.
yeah. It's a show that every time I watch it, I'm like, God, this is the best show that ever aired on
It
television.
continues to be one of the shows of all time. Most of the time, it's a comedy. The parts that aren't really fucking hit.
Yeah.
It's a crazy fucking
Watch
show.
where you sit.
But every time we rewatch it, and it's been great getting to rewatch it, showing it to Evie for the first time, because that's always fun to introduce it to someone. We've done that a couple times now, and it's just when you know what's coming to, you get to kind of see it and reviewing it, and it's so well put together.
I feel kind of bad about that part because every once in a while I feel like the person who's just like, the thing is coming up. This thing is coming up. Aren't you excited for the thing? And you have to be like, I don't know what the thing is.
You're that annoying fucker who won't let your friend just experience your favorite movie. You gotta be like, no, you check this out.
Like,
I'm gonna overhype this right now.
I mostly avoid that, but every once in a while I catch myself like looking over at Evie for a reaction like,
Listen, Tone, it's Mo. It stands for the manga about the Three Stooges.
the real InfoWars.
The Onion obtaining InfoWars is like the best thing to happen ever.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
Also,
Pop like a
Sopranos characters with Halo weapons. Also pretty.
What is this?
People love doing edits of The Sopranos, just in general. But specifically, there's this one that, like, edits, like, multiple clips from The Sopranos that has them holding, like, weapons from Halo. There's a shot where Tony
he's
is, like,
driving a
a warthog. It's really good.
All right.
But with all that out of the way, it's time to get into listener feedback.
We have listeners?
We have actually a lot of feedback this time. I went onto the Blue Sky and I was like, oh god.
really?
What?
It's from 2 people.
Oh.
But it's a lot of feedback.
Okay, we got 2 people. We've doubled our viewership.
I can guess what one.
Yeah.
So, firstly, I have a comment on the YouTube video on our YouTube channel. Let me say the places where people can find us. BSky, or put it on the list.bsky.social, put it on the list.neocities.org, youtube.com. You can find us at Wife City Productions there. Anywhere major podcasts are sold, share us with your friends. Whenever we put out episodes, share them with your friends. We have a comment on our Umamusume episode here.
Word?
Yeah.
You mean the most popular episode of the show? You're welcome.
The most popular episode because we podcast for basically the exact same length of time that the movie is.
So that when people search the movie, it comes
It's
up.
probably the first result that they find, most likely.
I mean, if they can't look at the person who's posting, the account that's posting the video and figure out that it's not the real thing, that's on them.
Yeah, I put a warning in the front that says episode blank this.
Yes.
You should know that this movie is not an episode of something. It's a movie. But we have a comment here from an SGM Janice 7174 who says, "Damn, I really think you missed the point the movie was trying to make and the themes. ...
When was that commented?
That was 3 weeks ago. Is when
Nice.
that was.
Well, thank you for listening, because that tells me you will actually listen to the episode.
Like, before I roast you,
Quite genuinely. Thank you for
Yeah.
listening.
Look, every time someone listens to our podcast, it's a joy. We cannot thank you enough. But also,
if someone did not understand the themes and the point of the fucking Uma Musume movie, you got bigger fucking problems. I understand themes. The themes are just bad and not well done in that film.
it's like, oh shit, I didn't get the themes of work hard and try to achieve your dream or whatever.
Yeah. How important friendship is
I
and
didn't
fighting for
understand
your
the themes
goals.
of the smirk.
Thematic elements that are made for fucking shut-ins at home who obsess over cartoon horse girls, and that's all they do in their free time. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, treasured listener.
I'm sorry for my cutting words.
I'm sorry for Jay's cutting words, however, I want you to know, dear listener, that Jay does in fact have a tachyon shirt.
Yes. I said it in the fucking podcast. I like the horse girls. I don't think they're bad. I just don't think that movie is very well done. is my opinion.
Yeah, just like, I don't think you understood the themes of the film. It's just like, hey, guess what? It's like, I didn't think you were able to swim in this bathtub.
Like, that's the thing. I don't need to say into a microphone, like, yes, these were the exact themes that they were trying to lay out in this film, and they said those themes. It's like, it doesn't matter that you said those themes. How well did you convey those themes? That is my issue. If you are trying to convey these thematic ideas and it brings literally no emotional resonance to me as the audience, you have failed at your piece of art, in my opinion, personally.
Yeah.
You know.
Thank you for the feedback.
Yes. Thank you for the feedback.
Yes.
You are entitled to your opinion, and we're happy you spent it listening to us.
So that's the YouTube comment that I have here.
Alrighty.
Next here, I have an email, which also, wifecitygaming@gmail.com. You can send us emails there from Owen, who's the title of this email is, "For the love of everything fraggable, it's farkin' hot in here." And the body of the message simply says, "It was very hot this week." And he attaches to it Bonnie M's disco classic, Sunny.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, it's summer.
Yeah, it's summer, so it does, in fact,
hot.
kind of.
To date when this podcast came out.
Okay, and now we got the comments. First one here is also from Owen, who states, "No one calls Robert Patrick Terminator the T2, Bridget. It's T1000. Everyone calls it the T1000, or the Liquid Terminator, or the Robert Patrick Terminator. No one calls it T2. What are you talking about?
It's called T2.
It's not called T2.
I'm gonna start calling him T2.
No!
Give me a fucking conniption." And then Owen also says, "The choice of Singin' in the Rain has motivated me to return to my magnum opus, a parody of the We Shop Wednesday bit, but about musicals. So far, I only have the end part instead of Cruising USA. Singin' in the Rain. I aim to launch a Kickstarter in Q2 2027 to help see this to fruition." And he attaches an image of the Blowjob Brothers in the diction class holding a sign that says Val And they have Matt Johnson's face photoshopped onto Gene Kelly.
That's really good.
That's awesome.
That's really good.
Good comment.
And then, it also states, wait, Cabaret fits perfectly in for the Harvest Moon. This is writing itself. I'm moving the sucker up to Q1.
I wish I were the best.
I love Owen.
Then we have some messages here from Dusty Stars.
Awesome.
Who states, back in the mid-2010s, I lived with my older brother. We both enjoy singing. He does not enjoy the song Make 'Em Laugh, so of course, I would sing it at every possible opportunity.
Hell yes.
Good sibling move right there.
Also, that bit is the whole bit of that is incredible. Like that. God.
This movie.
The whole thing.
The whole thing is incredible.
Well, not everything's timeless, but we'll get to that. But most of this movie.
Yes, I take it back.
Yeah.
The 2 brief moments of racism.
We had
We'll get
feedback.
there.
This dates as well as a musical from the 50s can date.
I love the synchronized trying to get me back on track. Just like, no, we can't do it yet. And then we transition into Gundam territory, where Dusty states, you may notice Yoshikazu Yasuhiko, or Yaz as he likes to be called, wasn't involved in any Gundam projects after the original until Origin. He got burnt out on the industry, and he and Tomino don't get along. During F-91's production, they were never in the same room. He just sent designs from home. And then Dusty follows that up stating, unfortunately, Gundam is my activation phrase. The original series still holds up pretty well. I think of Origin as Yaz's take. The treatment of Cha's pretty different, and he ties in the famous CCA mother screenshot. The lifeboat ending is also in the series, kind of fact-checking the bit that we had last time where I was talking about Gundam. Yaz's comicking skills are top-notch, which, yes they are. Expressive characters, and kind of continuing on from that last one. Expressive characters with a wide range of sizes and appearances, done with relatively few lines. Clear paneling with easy-to-follow action. Beautiful line work or brushwork, actually, and the real watercolors look fantastic. Wish I brought those hard covers as they came out, but I only have 3. Bridget has the whole collection of those hardcover Gundam the Origin manga releases, and that is all for listener feedback. And now,
thanks to everyone for listening and also providing feedback.
yes, it helps us draw this recording out to 50 minutes or whatever it is after I trim out all the false starts from the beginning.
40 minutes.
We appreciate every single piece of feedback we receive, even if it's someone saying some dumb shit about Uma Musume in a YouTube comment.
Especially when that's the case. So,
Evie, would you like to apologize to the listener for your cutting words as well?
Fuck no. Thank you for listening, though.
Hey, I just want you to know, dear listener, I'm the one who figured that. So, I'm in the variety.
My favorite thing about that is that
were there any words in that?
My favorite thing about that is that even your opinion on that movie has softened the further we've gone away from it, and you've kind of become more of yeah, that movie's alright.
Yeah, it's alright. I give Uma Musume 5 bags of
5 feedbacks of popcorn.
and I'm gonna throw in a little carrot pen because they have a little
they
love
love
carrots and and they draw and because they're in school.
Anyways,
that's my Greg turn.
this week on the podcast, we're talking about Singin' in the Rain.
You're welcome.
You picked out Singin'. I mean, you say that like we did just watch Terminator 2, which is one of the greatest action
No. I'm
movies of
saying,
all time.
I've had a track record of some pretty silly shit.
Oh, okay.
This was my way of saying thank you for putting up with my bullshit. Let's talk about something we've wanted to talk about for a while. That's really of value.
And Brie, I feel like you don't give yourself enough credit for picking good or interesting movies. I feel like you know.
I think what happened is that Ishtar.
What was the last movie?
The last movie Brie did it.
It may have been Ishtar.
It might have been Ishtar.
No, that can't be so.
I think that's right. I think it was Ishtar. It's just been so long since that episode that I think.
Well, they can't all be winners.
Well, that's the
Check
thing.
the feed.
Here's the thing. regardless of what the last movie that she picked was, like, Ishtar is just, like, the one that, like, stuck in the craw. Like, the majority of the stuff that you pick has at least been an interesting topic to discuss.
Okay.
It's just that Ishtar was such a resounding failure that
I've been eating crow on that for some time.
Yeah.
And the crow was saying some really racist shit. It was terrible. I didn't know how bad that
You
movie
have
was.
been unkind to the birds!
Yeah, the crow was a brown face, and like they spend a lot of time on that.
Yeah.
I did. That was going to be my joke, where it's like, he was saying some really racist shit for a long time.
Like, they put a little bit in the trailer, but like, it's a long
It's like
scene.
5 minutes.
They were really banking on that
bit.
supposedly being very funny.
Yeah, it was Ishtar.
Oh,
That was back in
Oh,
March.
God. Yeah, so that's why I'm still feeling it. I think this was my way of apologizing for that by going, let's pick something we all know is good.
I like that Bridget snuck in the month that it came out as kind of like a little another jab of the scheduling thing.
We don't need to belabor that point.
Yeah.
I just find it amusing because one of my favorite podcasts, known as Anime World Order, also jokes about being a bi-weekly
I see.
podcast when they most
100%.
definitely haven't been in like most of their running time.
But to return to the topic at hand, Bree, you had us watch Singin' in the Rain from 1950s.
It was definitely
checking.
during the
We're just
talkies,
checking.
because I could
I'm
hear
checking.
them.
1952 is what I'm calling it. I think that's right. I'm going to be really excited if it was in fact 1952.
1952.
Yes! Let's fucking go! I love remembering numbers. It's one of my greatest skills.
Autism speaks.
But
yeah.
you had us watch Singin' in the Rain from
Yes.
1952. It's maybe one of the most remembered, emblematic,
Referenced,
iconic pieces of cinema of all time.
Yeah.
Arguably.
Understandably so.
Would you like to give us a cursory rundown of Singin' in the Rain?
Yes, I would love to.
Okay.
So, I'm trying to figure out where to start on this, but essentially, to get into the meat of it, you got like this crew of people, they're working on a thing. There's this guy who's like a really big actor who has been working with this actress who is, they've kind of been viewed as like a couple from like all of the tabloids and stuff, and everyone's really, really kind of building them up. But like it becomes clear very early on, like there's some static between them, and they're not, they're not really vibing so well. But they're doing things for the silent movies, and then the talkies come in,
And they discover, like, oh, fuck, our entire, like, life's work is, like, kind of upended by, like, this new... Simply adding sound into the mix has just, like, completely, like, thrown this shit upside down.
Yeah, it turns out that the talkies are not just some fad; they are here to stay.
Yeah.
And for those of you who don't know historically, that
was literally what...
Yeah, they
movies
stuck
were
around.
called.
Yeah.
Oh. I thought you were going to say that is historically what movies with sound were called.
Well, no, I'm saying, like, for those of you who haven't noticed, movies are all talkies now.
Yes.
And
Most of them.
there was talking in this film. And, they decide to try to save this by making it a musical, because the new talkie that they're working on to try and save their production company, he has to work with this woman again, and she sounds like this! And that's apparently not what really went over. So, obviously hijinks ensues.
And romance happens.
And
along
romance.
the
I
way.
think there's a little bit of love found along the way.
I think that's the thing about it is like the change from like silent films to talkies is kind of like the backdrop of the story, but the story is mostly about this actor is a silent film star and falls in love with who is like an up and coming actress
who is having to take like side gigs, just doing like you know like what are those like the like dancing girls, like
Floor dancing, birthday
yeah,
party.
like floor
Yeah.
dancing. The
Yeah.
girl, literally the cartoon woman who would pop out of like a birthday cake dance.
She literally pops out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That you'd see in, like, I don't know, the Flintstones or...
sure. Any kind of business party
Yeah.
of that time period of like the 20s and the like, you know.
Yeah.
Word of the wise, don't bake the cake with the person in it. That becomes a real mess.
Yeah. So this change to the talkies happens, and like the main character, because he has like a background in singing and dancing anyway, is kind of able to make the transition. But his co-star, because she sounds like a shrill harpy, is
And her acting chops are, she's beautiful.
Yes.
she is not able to do it as well.
Yeah, they don't let her talk for like the first few interviews.
It's so funny watching her trying to jump up front in stage and talk, and every time Gene Kelly pulls her back, just be like,
Yeah.
nope.
Yeah, like the first 10 minutes is like dedicated to setting up the gag of like they can't let this woman speak because she sounds like a freight train breaking.
Yeah, they don't want her to speak because they'll ruin her quote-unquote brand image.
Her public appearance, you know.
If people know that she sounds like a shrill rat being stepped on.
Yeah.
And
And it also sets the stage for like our main character Don Lockwood, like and his general background, like Evie was referring to, and like specifically like him and his blowjob brother buddy Cosmo Brown, like they were vaudeville people, like just literally like
guys
hopping from like bar to bar doing like goofy performances to like make a name for themselves, and they just happen to
skillfully so.
No, yeah. I don't want to get too into it now because like I feel like there are probably just beats from the movie we want to talk about.
Oh, sure.
But like there are thematic ideas that I think like this movie is more specifically about, at least in my brain reading it. But yeah, he specifically like with his like dancing skills, like he sees a shitty stuntman on the set and is like, let me try hitting that mark, and like knocks it out of the park, like gets hit in just the way he is supposed to, and you know that gives you, especially with the narration he's delivering the whole time, is like he himself is also very much about keeping up appearances on things because
Integrity.
yeah, dignity.
Always dignity.
So he's giving this like haughty narration of his life story, and meanwhile
it's just all lies.
Yes, it's all fucking bullshit. You get this great sequence of him doing stunts,
Driving a plane into
it culminates with my favorite one, which is him walking into a shack that says explosives and it just blows
There's an
up.
obvious cut there where it's just like
It's great.
it's amazing.
And like in that specific like sequence of like stunt jobs, like the director sees and is like, you've been doing a great job with these. We're gonna get you into like a starring role in one of these pictures.
Yeah, and without getting bogged down, because like the plot of this movie is not super complicated, because it's just like, you know, Dawn falls in love with this unknown actress,
Kathy Selwyn.
yeah,
Selwyn.
yeah.
Yes.
While like the talkies, you know, take over the film industry, and in order to save the movie that they were currently working on, which gets turned into a talkie,
they turn it into a musical.
They turn it into a musical, and also dub over all of his co-star Lena Lamont's lines with Kathy.
Yes. They accidentally discover dubbing.
Yeah.
Like they discover ADR.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is a moment in like the film where they like have to like demonstrate the concept for people.
Yeah.
It's one of those, like, it is a very quaint, charming thing to see this. Singin' in the Rain is a movie that makes you understand how, like, the ideal of Hollywood just becomes, like, this fucking insidious brain worm that, like, destroys people's lives. Yeah. Because, like, it presents such a fun and, like, collaborative energy to, like, the production of movies and that whole lot that, like, you can see some, like, poor Midwestern, like, up-and-coming actress seeing that and be like, I can be in the...
I can make it.
I can make it.
I came here to make it.
And, you know, they go out to Hollywood, and within, like, a year or so, they are out on the streets.
Yeah.
Like,
if they make it a year.
Yeah.
I mean, when you consider it, like, the way the timeline works out, like, if someone, like, watches Singin' in the Rain as a kid, by the time they're, like, an adult and have been around in the industry for a while, that timeline, like, roughly lines up around New Hollywood.
Yes. Yeah.
So it's not hard to imagine how, like a Singin' in the Rain kind of initial idea of what Hollywood is runs into reality and then turns into that.
Yeah, totally. But yeah, I kind of sorry to interrupt.
That was the point.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I mean, I guess the only thing is just like finishing the synopsis where, you know, Lita Levi is super pissed off of learning that she
is being dubbed
over, but also recognizes it's the only way that she can continue to have her career. And so
everyone around her decides to put her through a humiliation ritual to force her out of the situation.
Yeah, here's the thing, is that, like, this movie is not, like, for being something from 1952, it is not so racist
or so sexist.
It's kind of. I think it's not so racist. I think it's pretty sexist.
Yeah, I guess that's fair. Like, watching it a second time, like, the sheen definitely wore off a bit compared to, like, seeing... Because I had only seen Singin' in the Rain for the first time, and, like, the three, me, Brie, and Evie, like, watched it. Yeah. And, like, that was that was so magical experience to go through. But yeah, watching it this time, like, they spend a lot of time being like, isn't this woman fucking terrible?
Isn't she fucking awful? And to be fair, she is awful, and she's great at being awful. Yeah. The name of the actress is Jean Hagen, and she did get nominated for an Oscar for this role, and she deserves it. She deserves it.
Yeah, but to be fair, like, the other girl becomes kind of the third blowjob sibling, I guess, if you will. Yes. And they become the blowjob triplets, where she's clearly a very talented and ideas person with them. You know, she's given enough of a place that I feel like that makes it less. I think the caricature of the loud, annoying harpy is just kind of a.
Well, I think the part that ends up, like, that had the sheen wear off a bit more so this time is, like, you kind of come to realize that Kathy's main, like, presence in the story is that she is talented, and that's basically it.
Yeah, like, the thing about it is just, like, this, it has this sort of, like... For the women who are characters in this movie, it's either, you know, conniving, two-faced, shrieking harpy, or just, like,
Kathy.
Doe-eyed, naive.
Yeah, talented woman, yeah.
Well, not just talented, is like, she's sort of, like, treated as, or she's depicted as someone who is, like, not necessarily
idealistic.
Just like in like she has the idea of just like Dawn is the person who originally like kind of chafes at the idea of dubbing over Jean because like, oh, it'll hurt your career, but she's just like, it'll be fine, despite the fact it is like almost not fine.
Oh yeah, it would have. Like, that being the jumping off point for her career would have been terrible because it's just like, you stay behind the scenes like a good woman, you know, like that, just putting her into a deeply passive role.
But we do find, I mean, that is true, but I mean, you know, we do find out that she is like a big fan of this guy's films, and she does want to help him get out of, you know, this shitty situation with his other, you know.
I think she becomes a big fan.
Yeah, she does not start as a big fan of his films.
Well, she mentions having seen all of his films. Did that seem to happen like after they first met?
I think so, because like
I thought
she was just the
putting
start
it
where
on.
she was like, "Oh, I don't know who this guy." Well, because she was genuinely terrified because she didn't know who he was.
Well,
Because
and
some
then
random
jumped
guy
off of a fucking
Jackie
tram into
Chan
her car.
jumped into her car.
Like, sure. But, yeah, no, I mean, it's, but yeah, like, you know, I mean, I would believe that, like, she was just trying to help save his career at that point, because it seemed like everything was going kaput from that, and she just wanted to help out.
Yeah.
You know, it was
Yeah,
understandable how she would have taken that role, and that, like, you know what, yeah, you do it for exposure, you know? That was the time.
And well, I mean, it's always the mindset of non-artists or, you know, up-and-coming artists, unfortunately, of doing it for the exposure.
Yeah, like and there's a whole thing where like Dawn is being an asshole at the beginning because like, you know, she talks about how she doesn't believe, you know, silent film actors are like real actors because they don't have to deliver lines. And she mentions that, well, she's like at the beginning of like, she's still up and coming because like she's taken this like, you know, dancing job and she's going to go to New York to become a Broadway person. And it's like, it's very interesting because Dawn is like busting her balls for being a dancer when she is just in the spot that he was when he was telling the story.
Yes, 100%.
I feel like she is given a little more personality than she might have in, like, say, as a character of that same kind in another film at that time, though. She was a fun character.
Oh, no,
I'm not saying like it.
Yeah, this isn't so much us saying that, like, we don't think she is a fun character. It's more just commenting on the sexism of the times.
It's definitely there, sure.
Yeah, like, she barely exists as a character, but the parts of her that are a character are good parts.
I will say, I have in real life known someone who, like, was, you know, devalued people who act on the films and was going to go to New York and make it. She could not tap dance in high heels up and down stairs, okay? So,
I mean, that's Debbie Reynolds being an amazing dancer.
yeah, Debbie Reynolds is fucking incredible. Everyone in this, like, especially the main three, like, they're so fucking good.
I mean, this movie is just on the screen, off the screen, just a wealth of talent.
Yeah.
Like, that is the thing thematically that strikes me the most about this movie, is this feels like a movie that was made by people who understand and, like, truly get just how much every single individual piece that goes into making a film like matters, and like blow each of those individual parts up to like their maximum volume. Like this is like the closest to like a maximalist movie like at this time as I feel like you can get.
I guess so, yeah.
Just insane, truly insane set design.
Yes.
And like obviously like a 15 like an almost episode length.
It has a 15-minute musical number that is primarily that like textually exists for the service of like a 5-second punchline.
Yeah.
Which is unreal to put that kind of production value into something like that.
Yeah.
Like in a normal musical, it would just be like literally the part, like the Gotta Dance, like Broadway, like him literally on the Broadway set of the Broadway melody part of things. It would just be that.
But no, it's like it
tells a story.
It's all of New York.
Yeah. Like incredible set design, incredible costuming.
Yeah.
Like the costumes in this movie are unreal.
There are
like,
bits where he's a human SpongeBob. It's great.
Not even just like for the main characters, for like this like for like the backup dancers and stuff like that. Like all of their like costumes are just bursting off of the screen off of
No
you,
detail
at
was
you.
spared. Like,
No.
Just like everything from the dream girl in the fucking melody, just like the one creepy song about beautiful girls that just has like
you're above sweet 16.
like a full catalog of different looks inside of it.
Yeah.
All the people on the Jungle movie that they thankfully do not spend a lot of time on.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, that's where the racism peaks in a bit.
Yeah.
The racism of the times, yeah.
Oh, fashionable.
As was the fashion.
And all their fucking dippy doo-doo, like, French Revolution era costumes for the movie that they're in.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, that is the thing that gets me every time I watch this movie, is it feels like a movie that, like, understands just how important each individual member of that cast and crew is to making any of this shit work, like, in the slightest bit. Like, even something as fake of a job as, like, a producer, you know, where it's just, like, the money guy throwing things at things. Like, you have RF, who's, like, basically not a character. He's just a guy who walks into scenes and is, like, a little bit flabbergasted at stuff happening.
He's just like, I'm the money.
Yeah. You want to talk about a minimalist character, it's not the girl, it's how he was written. But I was very much like, I think rewatching this movie made me feel closer to my father than I ever have, of watching this movie from the 50s and being like, oh man, one of my favorite musical numbers is about to happen. In my head, I'm just like, I can't wait. He's gonna do the make him laugh thing. He's gonna fly through the wall. Oh.
That part is so funny because it's during, like, to talk about the make 'em laugh part, it is the sidekick of the movie Cosmo kind of he gets his own number, basically, where he talks about how important it is that he is like, that he does, like, he makes him laugh. And so he's doing all these truly ridiculous pratfalls.
Yeah, just incredible
like
stunts.
on an active movie set. And including like one where he does like 2 running backflips off of the wall and
off of 2 different walls.
Of 2 different walls, and then all on
True
the
to the
third
rule
one
of
he
threes.
just goes through.
Yeah, because it's just plywood. So he's
like, one of my favorite details in that scene is specifically like how diegetic in terms of the singing it feels. Like he has these weird parts where he like just kind of like loses the melody a little bit. It's just like kind of sing talking, just like
he does that while he's like doing a bit with his face where it's all knocked out of alignment. And then he has to like knock different parts of his face into the right spot.
He's so good.
Yeah, I mean, that guy in that movie is fucking fantastic.
That guy's the epitome of she'd let me hit it because I'm silly.
Except he does not hit it.
But going further into like the set design stuff, like you had mentioned like one of the most beautiful like set designs ever. Like let's just real quick in that like fantasy sequence where he's talking about implementing that kind of what was he calling it again? The like Broadway
melody.
Yeah, the Broadway melody. That bit with just like the almost endless fucking like the way that the back matte painting blends in with whatever the surface is that they're like walking onto. That veil that's continuously just wafting up in a cycle. Just that beautiful fucking set. You also, with like the set design in this, you see like, let's talk about just like the title number. That set, like when we replaced sets with green screens, okay, everything was ruined because you look at this wide-spanning, huge brick road, entire like buildings and plants and everything, and like how much water they must have wasted from LA pouring onto this set for fake rain, but it looks so fucking good, and it's
what I was talking about a minute ago, where like down to the set design, you feel that this was made by people who like fucking care so much about the specific thing they do. Like the set designers on this movie were like, no, we make fucking sets.
Yeah.
If we got the money to make a fucking set, we're gonna make a goddamn set.
I think that's the thing is that like this is one of those situations where you can see the money on the screen in like a very direct way compared to like
Cabaret, I think. Well, no, not Cabaret.
well, where I was going with it is just like like modern movies where like all the money the way that you see the money on the screen is by virtue of, underpaid special effects workers being ground to dust for 12 hours a day.
Oh, yeah.
And meanwhile, the famous face that you have on the screen is actually where like 50% of the budget is going to, is that part. But yeah, like that.
It also just, speaks to different eras and like movie budget and production. Like, I don't remember which year exactly what was Legend, but like Legend is another one I think of when it has like a crazy set, like an entire like warehouse of a fantasy forest.
That's like 88, I think.
That's something. Didn't that set burn down as well?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, because it was an entire forest inside of the warehouse.
With all of this electrical lighting
Yeah.
just precariously over it. But no, yeah, like that ends up being the big thing is like you see the money, like you can tell that this is where like the apex of like both the talent and the talent quality of product like converges with like the money. This is where it's like at its peak, and then like the money part still like continues to be pumped into it, but the quality of the product kind of just goes downhill from here.
Well, it's the difference between like having whatever's on the screen is like created by like artisans of various disciplines versus just like here's a pipeline, we're going to just like digitally insert some background or whatever in front of like Tom Holland as he like goes like whoa.
It's almost like the more you remove human beings and their own craft from a thing, the more it sucks.
Well, I mean, the point that Evie is saying is like you see the craft technically in the CG that goes into those movies, but it's made by people who are getting fucking paid shit, so it looks like shit.
Exactly.
like
on an unreasonable time scale.
Yeah.
It's one of the reasons why if you watch a modern CG movie, like just pick a Marvel, and then watch something like either the second or third Pirates of the Caribbean movie, where because they took time, the CG of the tentacle guy's beard looks fucking phenomenal still because they actually took time.
Yeah, they let people finish
and
it.
like took time with the CG effects and stuff.
It was treated like to be clear, just like I'm not dogging on like CG as a practice, but like what Bridget is talking about there is like an instance where it is itself treated as like a craft, instead of just like a shortcut to avoid paying people.
Exactly.
Which that kind of ties into the other thing that I was going to talk about with that like strikes me in thinking about this movie is like how it kind of also is like this meeting point in my eyes of like the talent that goes into like low art versus the talent that goes into like high art, and how those things are like perceived by culture at large. Because the reason why you have like Don Lockwood like not talking about like his background in like vaudeville and stuff like that is because that's low art. That's fucking base. You don't, if you're going to see that, you're not experiencing like true art.
There's no culture in that.
Yeah, watching some dipshit like do a dance where he just kicks out his legs back and forth on the stage while pretending to play a violin. Like that's not real art.
Dance girls are behind.
Yeah. But meanwhile, you have, like, that scene in the Broadway Melody where they are essentially doing, like, ballet, like, interpretive dance. Like, that is the thing that strikes me about the dream sequence, or that, like, fantasy in the middle of the Broadway Melody, is, like, it just feels like you are watching an impressionistic painting in motion.
Yeah.
However, like, the thing is, like, the same talent that goes into those, like, those vaudeville, like fucking flower girl dancers and the like, is the same fucking talent that goes into this other thing.
Yep.
Like, there's immense talent on both sides of that fence, and it's all just fucking based on preconceptions that people have on, like, what is important versus, like, not important, when, like, the thing that's actually important is the fucking craft that goes into it, regardless of if you think it is civilized, in air quotes, or not. Like,
there is a real feeling for that, like, for that dream for that, sort of fantasy sequence, which, just to kind of lay it out, like, the main character of the Broadway Melody bit is, like, in, like, a club and sees a woman from across the room that he's attracted to, and so he is suddenly transported into, like, a dreamscape that is just, like, barren except for himself and it's a different one.
it is a different one. I think it's what's Debbie Reynolds. I think it is Debbie Reynolds as the other woman in that scene,
where he's just, like, in a stark, like, simple black outfit, and she's in, like, this white gown that has just, like, an impossibly long flowing trail that is constantly just flying around.
Usually, like, off the screen.
But anyway, I'll finish my point. There is a feeling, like, it's just an extended sequence of just the two of them dancing, and, like, they incorporate this, like, extremely, like, long, veil that the woman is wearing.
Sure.
And there is just a feeling of, you don't think we can make something that's just, like, texturally rich just because we're just singing and dancing up here? It's like, because it is just, like, so evocative of just, like, this man suddenly being, like, struck by seeing someone across the room and, like, just falling in love with him.
And, like, it's also just, like, as I said, like, an endless expanse.
Yeah.
It's like, realistically, there's barely anything in that scene other than
it's very abstract.
Those two, and then who knows how many fucking takes they must have had to do to have that thing flowing properly.
Oh god, like, that must have been a nightmare to...
Yeah, because, like, it's so clearly, like, being blown around, like, by fans that are off screen.
Oh, yeah, to cyclone them, sure.
But also the thing I noticed this time is that the fact that that's clearly the case, but also, like,
none of the other characters.
Yeah, Debbie Reynolds' hair is like barely moving, and, like, Gene Kelly's hair doesn't move at all, and so it's the wardrobe for that day must have been, like, ridiculous in terms of just keeping everything in place.
Yeah, but that too just perfectly captures how much of a fantasy that makes it feel like, and the way that it can portray that as, like, that unrealistic form of flowing motion where everything else is so grounded. I didn't even think about that, but that's a really fair point. God, it's so good. And all of this leading up to a punchline. You have to watch the movie.
Yeah,
but
it's it's just this, 15 minutes of, like, this incredibly dreamlike sort of very vibey musical number.
And then he gets kicked out, and then another guy, doop, 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 gotta dance. Doop, 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 doop.
But like, after it's over, Don is just like, and that's what the musical number is like. What do you think? And the executive is just like,
I can't visualize it. Yeah.
And it's like, you can't picture it because it's something that can, like, only be actually, you can only see it once it exists.
Yes. But also, it's hilarious to watch someone pitch this, like, soul-searched, perfect, beautiful fucking concept for 15 minutes to have a guy go,
Just like,
I can't picture
get
it.
it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I'll have to, I'll have to see it on film first.
Yeah. But yeah, this takes me back to the, she's so refined, I think I'll kill myself. That joke would play today. It feels so weirdly modern. I think, Jay, you pointed that out. Like, it's just weird.
It doesn't feel like people in the 50s would be writing jokes where it's like, I'm gonna fucking kill myself.
This woman's more
That's
beautiful
where
than
you're
me.
wrong. It doesn't matter the era. Kill yourself.
Yourself is funny.
I think maybe the
Listeners at home, please don't do that.
Yeah, don't.
I think maybe the thing is like instead we maybe don't admit how retrograde the way that we talk about ourselves, just like the way that we casually like
compare ourselves.
refer to ourselves like as worthless as human beings.
Yeah. How much that is just kind of an eternal thing.
Or at least like we haven't like changed all that much since the 50s.
Yeah.
It is so funny, like Evie was pointing it out. It's so funny when you've seen this and you think about this woman going, "Oh, look how refined she is. I'm worthless." And like the reality is, she's just a total bitch who has an annoying voice, and she's not the perfect,
That is also a very funny thing about that in retrospect.
So when I see a 17-year-old online who draws better than me as an artist, I'm not like, I don't have to sit here and be like, man, my shit is worthless. I can go, they probably suck.
That bitch can't rent a car.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck him. You can't rent a car. Fuck you.
How about I kick some dirt in your eyes?
Stupid kid.
Anyways, did we move on from the Broadway melody?
That reminds me is they make some passing references to like fan magazines in various parts.
Oh, yeah.
And like I like how every single time like that's mentioned, it's just treated with like absolute dismissal. Where it's just like,
that's fucking bullshit. What are you doing?
Yeah, it's just like, don't listen to any of that shit.
But yeah, like that, kind of going back to the Broadway melody thing, just to finish off that, like it's so incredible and evocative of a scene. Like the fact that it is a fantasy sequence within a fantasy sequence, like somehow manages to not lose like any of the magic that you feel conveyed from that scene.
Yeah.
Like it's just it's incredible on so many levels and just leaves me in an utter state of awe every time I see it.
And I think something about it is like in everything up to that point, there's not necessarily like you could believe that a lot of the musical numbers in the film are just like diegetic, right? Mm. Because it's just these goofballs singing and dancing like in normal places. Mm. But like the Broadway melody sequence is where like the whole thing gets very like it becomes a lot looser in that respect where during the fantasy sequence where they're just like on like an abstract like dreamscape basically. And it feels like a flex from Gene Kelly and like he co-directed this movie with one of his like collaborators and I can't remember the name, but like it feels like a flex from them to just be like, look at what we can fucking do.
Yeah,
and they did it.
And again, we're turning on like how every individual element of the production like goes into it. Like it is that set design where like there's no clear like beginning and end to the set, and also there is like no clear sign of like the elevation of things. So like the plane will like look flat and then you will see a character move in such a way where it is clear that they are descending.
Yeah.
But, so like you have like the magic of the set design, the score for this movie is obviously like phenomenal.
There's an extended sequence where like there are two treadmills that are going like at cross directions with each other. So Gene Kelly is going one way and it's just like an endless procession of different characters just flying past him, each of them doing their own thing. And it's just like incredible the amount of like I said, you could see where all the money went on screen.
Yeah.
Like, and it truly feels like a fucking lightning in a bottle type situation where it's just like not only the money, but like finding that money from a person to like be able and be like, yeah, sure, all this bullshit that you're talking about doing in here, yeah, fuck it, do it.
Yeah, you need like the people who can design the sets, who know how to like film, who know how to like make the shot so that it like gets the desired effect that they want to, how to light that thing so it doesn't look like shit, how to edit it so it doesn't look like nonsense.
It's a Chrono Trigger like dream team of talented people who worked on this, where it's like, you got some people in here.
Well, I mean, one of the things it does early on is just like go to an empty set and slowly turn on things.
Yeah.
Like
You're so right.
I never like focusing on like specifically like the production on things because like it makes me feel like, oh, we're just focusing on
It makes you feel like Greg Turkington?
Yes,
Yeah.
it makes you feel like Greg Turkington, but like it is a movie that is about like the production of a movie and like the fucking magic that every single part of it like contains.
Now there's one part of the movie I think it might have been embellishing the part where the Blowjob Brothers just start singing around the speech
The
therapist.
diction coach. Just putting a bunch of bullshit on it.
You gotta let these actors get out the zoomies,
That will
Yeah, like at the very least for me, those were like the main ideas that like both in thinking about that movie since the first time I watched it and watching it back this time are like the things that just always like make my brain percolate.
This movie also teaches you, like always, cops ruin the fun.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The cop is just like, but it's old man.
Singing and dancing in the rain.
Are
He's
you
like,
on that
yeah.
sippy?
Are you smoking those jazz cigarettes? Jinx, you owe me a Coke.
And he's just like, I'm dancing and singing in the rain. What, is that illegal? What are you gonna do, pig? Fuck you. And then he walks off.
Shoot me. Pull the trigger. I dare you.
I'm white and it's the 50s. Try it, jerk.
You're gonna shoot Don Lockwood in the rain?
Yeah. I have pneumonia.
Don Lockwood found this morning in a gutter in Beverly Hills.
Yeah, we didn't watch the
Shot
alternate.
dead.
They didn't finish the alternate ending, the original one where he gets shot by the cop and the aliens.
Before the building next to him explodes.
Yeah.
Very funny case at LA Noir where he's just like, who shot
Don Lockwood?
in the rain during a rainstorm?
He was just dancing and singing.
What's up?
It looks like he fell off of a lamppost.
I do like how he gives his umbrella to like a lady who doesn't have one. He's just like, see, I was good.
I already have like an illness of the lungs. You can have it. I don't care. I'm gonna keep freezing.
Well, like he fucking closes the umbrella early on. He's just
He
happy
doesn't
to
give a
be in
shit.
the
He's just like,
Yeah, he's just like, you can use this. I'm not.
I like the after he gives her the umbrella and he's just kind of walking off into the distance. He does this very stupid like hi like.
That's for the viewers at home. Evie was like shifting her weight side to side and like comically throwing her arms up in a exaggerated walking motion.
It's so good.
Busy town ass walk cycle.
Yeah.
Clive Barker's Busy Town.
What are you talking about?
Are we talking about Richard Scarry?
No,
or are we
Clive
thinking
Barker.
of Lazy Town?
You're thinking of Lazy Town.
Which
Well,
one?
no, Richard Scarry did
Is Busy Town.
Is Busy Town?
Yeah.
I don't.
Busy
I don't
Town
know.
is the worm with the apple.
Yeah,
apple
Go
car.
fuck yourself.
Don't correct me about Lowly Worm. You didn't grow up with Lowly Worm.
I didn't. I didn't grow up with Lowly Worm. I just know the edit of the worm flying the apple on the banner on the back says "Go fuck yourself."
He's a worm who's into a very specific kind of hentai. But the point is that there's...
What?
Bridget just switched out Richard Scarry for Clive Barker because she thought it would be funny. And she's right.
Okay.
Okay, because I was wondering, how did Busy Town get into the... was trying to put together where she was getting that.
Just it's a fun mind concept, like the 15-minute musical number.
It'll never sell. I can't visualize it.
So, like, that line hit differently for me this time because it's like, he's like, I can't visualize it, I only see it on film. And it's like, he's right, because, like, that sequence can only, like, you can only get an idea of, like, what it is and how magical it is once it exists and once, like, you can see it, unless you're someone who can, like, how you can make it.
It's the weird catch-22 of a place like Hollywood, where, you know, like, instead of there just being, you know, fucking patrons for artists who are just like, I don't know, here's some money, do a thing. I don't really care what it is that you're gonna do, or like paint the ceiling of this church. I don't really care necessarily how it looks. Just make it a scene from the Bible or something like that.
Yeah, I've seen your clouds and God fingers and flying naked babies thing. Just do that. Maybe a picture of Jesus.
So you're saying
sunbeams.
You wish you had like a movie scab is like, here's the basic idea.
Yeah, like,
well,
what I'm saying, the catch-22 is like that is the relationship with producers, is you effectively have to like pitch them on a thing that is a visual medium that they cannot see.
Yeah.
And just say like, this is the idea, this is the thing that you need to do, and you should give me money for this. And like, that is the fucked up relationship with capital that you have to play as an artist, and why capital should not be a part of the arts.
Yeah.
Because
Keep your hands off Isaac in 2019.
that's right.
It's both a very funny joke and also kind of gestures at
The problem.
Yeah, kind of the issue of the whole process of getting something from Gene Kelly's brain to a thing that people can just like watch.
Yes, totally. I'm trying to think of other beats we should hit on. Like, I hit the things that I want to cover personally, so I don't know if there's other stuff other folks want.
The bit where they're trying to like get the voiceover for the talkies initially from the high-pitched girl is funny for me because I love the Doppler effect. It's so funny. So here we go. It's a brave man. So lovely.
You could hear her like fidgeting with the pearl. And when he throws the K back and it's like clang.
Like, that's another thing about like this movie that... What's up? Go ahead.
That movie and hey, Bops, this thing work with only the Foley effects are like the same thing in my head.
Sure. Yeah.
I'm trying to
YouTube poop of the bit where the audio slows down, but slow it down like an additional 75%.
The thing that I was going to say specifically is like it is very funny watching this movie like 70 full years like divorced from when this movie came out, that in and of itself is divorced like 30 years from
the 20s where it's based in,
where like even they can look back on that era now and be like, things were fucking rough for a bit. Like, we didn't know what the fuck we were doing.
In a way, like, it is interesting to consider this movie as something that is like kind of nostalgic for silent film.
Yeah, it's a time capsule, you know?
Sure, totally.
Yeah, like Grease.
Yeah. Yes. It's weird because like it is already like a sort of work of with nostalgic qualities to it, and then we sit here and watch it, and it's just like, man,
they
used to make movies.
Yeah. Yeah.
They used to make movies. Someone should do a YouTube poop of that scene.
Yeah.
Where are my poopers at?
I don't think we have any poopers in our listenership, to my knowledge.
Yeah,
that sounds like a medical concern, frankly.
No, yes, no.
I have to admit, I was thinking of the JoJo's bit where he can like read your mind. Yes. No. You're gonna kick my ass, aren't
Dobby!
you? Yes.
What a great fucking movie.
I'm gonna write on the internet that Singing in the Rain contains the first YouTube poop.
Yeah, guys.
They invented ADR.
The part where
They
he
invented
throws
YouTube
his
poop.
cane in the background and you just hear loud
Yeah,
like crashing on the
Just
ground.
I'm gonna
Metal pipe falls out.
make the metal.
Whoever makes that YouTube poop eventually, you're welcome.
Yeah, that's a freebie from us. Shout us out. But yeah, it's so good.
Singing in the poop.
We're adults.
It's mostly funny because I can tell how tickled you are by it, Bridget.
Hey, Pops, does this thing work?
But any other bits before we enter final thoughts, do you think?
Okay, so you have like the opening segment, like where it's the three of them singing in the rain, but it is just like the sound of rushing water and the vocals are layered like really low in the mix.
The sound of them like clacking their feet is just like
The title drop happens real early in this film.
I mean,
The fact that they have the precursor
it was the
to
50s.
that. Yeah.
So,
You gotta
like,
open with that. There's no, like, toward the end of the movie being like, that's because I am Spider-Man 3. You know, you're like, oh, there it is. But no, it's like, it's just fucking, it's right there. You're like, already what I came for is here for me. I'm in the right theater. This is, yeah.
Anyways, I guess, are we on the final thoughts?
I think so.
I think so.
Okay. Evie, final thoughts.
Like, obviously there are a bunch of material reasons why making movies changed the way it did. But like it does still sort of work as an example of just like the power of like making a movie that is just like depicting people on a stage doing stuff.
Yeah.
And just like seeing various types of artistry like at work on display. And also it's just a really fucking fun movie to watch.
Yeah.
So great movie.
Fantastic. Evie. Or not Evie.
Nope.
Bridget. Final thoughts.
EV2.
EV2.
Well, for me, I've seen parts of this movie like a billion times. You know, it's always good to watch. It's a fun movie, minor qualms aside. As was the time in the 50s.
It's one of those movies where you watch it and you understand how it became like as much of a classic as it is.
Yeah, it is definitely like it's a product of its time in a way where people will be able to tolerate that at various levels.
It's still
And also it's a movie that technically connects to a different film series that we've done before.
Which one?
I forget which Garden of Sinners movie has a consistent refrain of Singing in the Rain for some reason.
Oh, you're right. That's
funny.
The influence spreads so deep.
I almost wonder if that's like, because I think it might be the one that has like the bad stuff in it.
Oh yeah, like if you're a younger person or someone who's not super like plugged into it, this film is like massively influential. Huge.
Yeah.
You've probably seen a million things that you'll go, oh, that's what that's from.
You remember the Barbie movie? The part where all the Kens are singing and dancing and talking about being Ken? The staging and costuming for that number is a direct reference to Singing in the Rain.
Yeah.
Ever watch the opening to Princess Jellyfish or a billion other things that reference walking and singing?
If you've ever seen a man dancing in the rain, twirling an umbrella and a piece of media, it's
either Charlie Chaplin or
Singing in the
Singing in the Rain.
What are your final thoughts?
Let me start by continuing the bit. If you've ever seen a single episode of Family Guy, you'll realize that guy never wrote an original fucking joke in his life and has only been referencing old movies. But, yeah, this fucking film, just getting to see it a second time and still being as blown away by it as I was, still fucking just knee-slappingly laughing at the bits. Like, some of the one-liners in this are fucking insane. Just so good. So how much of it still plays today? How much of it is just timelessly funny and well shot and artistically put together? I picked this one for a reason, just because I knew we'd all love it. And like getting to watch it again, it's still so fucking good. It lost none of its luster for me seeing it again. If anything, I appreciated it more this time. And I'm really glad we got to talk about it.
Yeah, same here. I don't have much to say of my own that isn't just repeating the same things that everyone else at the table said here. So
it's hard to be last, yeah.
And it is hard to be last for me in this cycle as well. Yeah. Because, I'm the last person in this second to last rotation, and you know what's probably going to be happening in this last rotation? Everyone's probably going to use their wild cards. Sure. We're all just going to pass the buck around.
We're entering garbage time.
Yeah.
Yes, we've entered garbage time, and I've decided as the last person in the rotation that I'm going to put my fate, Bree, in your hands because I'm using my wild card early.
Okay. Cool.
I'm not connecting via anyone. Instead, I'm going to pick a movie from this year that I've been meaning to see. We are going to watch 2026's Obsession.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no. Okay, yeah. All right. Yeah.
By Curry Barker.
Sure. Yeah.
Is Obsession the one where they flesh meld, or is that a different thing?
That's a different thing. Obsession is, I'm not going to say anything about Obsession.
Yeah, let's just go into it raw.
For Evie, you seem like you're a vague
I know what that movie's about.
Okay.
Yeah.
You two don't know what it's about. I know what it's about.
know what it's about.
Okay.
If only because you were talking about it during the Utena.
Oh, yeah. Well, it was Lindsay that was more so talking about. But anyways, we're going to talk about Obsession.
Obsession's next.
I've heard that movie's pretty good, so I'm excited to watch it.
Yeah.
So,
for a second, I thought
what'd you think? What'd you think
I
I was
thought you were to pick the back rooms.
No.
I gotta go to the back rooms. No, yeah.
Like, part of me does want to watch that movie, but I don't know if I want to watch it and talk about it on the podcast. At least not yet. Obsession, I'm more interested in talking about. Anyways, that's my choice. I've been Jay. You can find
her
Bree, where can people find you on the internet?
You can find her
That was quick. Hi, I'm Bree. You can find me over at vgen.co/asnesbo. That's ASNESBO. I do a lot of character and branding artwork. As I mentioned earlier, I do some skeb commissions too. So whatever you need done, hit my ass up there. And I am now, aside from my Stepmania Saturdays, doing a little bit of rhythm gaming on Saturdays over on twitch.tv/easybreezytv. That's EAZYBREEZY TV. You can see me doing that on Saturday. And on Mondays now, I am back to slowly integrating some more VTubing.
What are you going to be streaming Monday?
Monday I am going to be streaming, I don't know, Kingdom Hearts 2 or something. I'll figure something out.
Bullshit.
Don't test me.
I might do it. I might do it. Sorry, I scared Evie.
You did scare me. It's just like Bree might play Kingdom Hearts 2 on stream. I don't think she's gonna finish it.
You can find me basically. You can find me on B-Sky under Nesbo as well. You can also find a lot of. You can find me in a lot of websites that I'm not even going to mention here. But you can find me, and I'm on the internet, and I'll see you there.
Bridget, where can people find you on the internet?
Twitch. And I stream on the internet occasionally. On 2 times a week at minimum normally, sometimes 3 at twitch.tv/singin Sasquatchel. What? Sasquatchless. I stream retro things there.
It's just always funny to see you trying to take the wind up and wondering if you're ever gonna make the landing on it. Evie, can people find you on the internet?
Oh, get me out of here.
Hi, I'm Bree again. So you know the moniker I have for Twitch? I also have one on Joystick under the same name. I'll do something with it eventually. It'll be crazy. Anyway.
The blog?
Huh? No.
No.
Joystick hasn't existed for like over a decade. Easy.
People can find me and my ass on the internet. I'm not going to tell you where, but I will tell you where to find the podcast.
It's a great ass.
You can find us at putontheList.neocities.org, putontheList.bsky.social, White City Productions on YouTube.com, anywhere major podcasts are sold. Send us questions, comments, things of that nature to those platforms. Patreon.com/White City as well. Remember that one. And
if you give us more money, we might release it more.
I'm about to shove my finger into your
You can send
forehead
us
from
comments,
across
you can send us feedback, you can send us emails, you can send us money, you can send us tiny, cute little plushies of the characters from the Amazing Digital Circus. Send us whatever, we don't care.
WhiteCityGaming@gmail.com is where
Just
you can
don't send any weird corrosives or like deadly chemicals, please, for the love of God. But, that being said, I've been Bree.
What about bees?
No bees.
I mean,
I've been
bees.
She's got a great ass.
What we view's connected by cast or crew, deciding the next film, that's the gist. Put it on the list.